From this moment, you are part of the airport security. Thank you for your commitment. We are pleased to invite you to know the regulations related to security in the platform and the basic rules for the safe operation of all the vehicles moving around the different areas of the airport and their behavior inside it. An airport is an airfield specially equipped and used regularly for travelers and cargo. It has enough facilities to be operated by the National Civil Aviation. Maneuvering area. It is composed by the active runway, taxiway, and runway security markers. Movement area. It is made up of the maneuvering areas and platform. Instruction mandatory signs are those signs delimiting the entrance of a runway, critical areas, and restricted areas for aircraft. Their color is red with white numbers and inscriptions. They are better known as vertical signs. Directional signs are the ones that show the direction of the taxiway starting from the intersections. They have a yellow background, black inscriptions, and an arrow indicating the way to take. Location signs serve to identify a taxiway or the place where an aircraft is located to abandon the runway. They have a black background and inscriptions and borderlines in yellow. Main runway signs. Holding point signs. The hold lines are composed by two solid continuous lines and two discontinuous ones. An airplane is considered out of the runway when it is on the side of the continuous lines. Vehicular way signs. Taxiway axis signs. Engine starting point signs. Maneuvering area lights. Airport procedures and regulations. Vehicle identification and signalization characteristics. Every aircraft and supply equipment must have an appropriate and conveniently located fire extinguishing system. No matter the time, the flashing lights must always be on. All the vehicles must be identified with the company brand and colors, the register number, and the flashing lights. The bumper must have black and yellow lines on it, and it is also necessary having an audible driver signal. Trailer trains may not exceed 3 wagons. Basic procedures for operation security. Only staff in charge of the aircraft is allowed to get into the aircraft security area. Each aircraft can have only one fuel provisioning vehicle on the landing area. It must be oriented to the outside with the door opened. The traffic of tricycles, bikes, motorcycles, or similar vehicle is totally prohibited on the restricted areas of the airport. The traffic of vehicle is not permitted on the maneuvering area or in the middle of the platforms. A person driving a trailer vehicle has the responsibility to tie up cargo and equipment properly. Parking at unauthorized places and the obstruction of the exit of fuel provisioning vehicles is prohibited. Never abandon the vehicle with the engines on. You must always turn it off after parking and apply the parking brake. In case of having an emergency or needing a service, remember that every vehicle can provide the cooperation needed by the emergency committee. Don't litter. Be sure to wear always the reflective vest and the security elements. Never get into the aircraft security area while the aircraft has the engine or the anti-collision lights on. Every vehicle must traffic on the right side of the lines. The vehicle road can only be abandoned in a perpendicular way. Parking on the service way is banned. Only vehicles in charge of the aircraft operation are allowed to get into the security area. Don't go towards a helicopter if the dust limits your vision. Be sure to have cruise authorization to approach to it. Don't operate under the effects of drugs and alcohol. The maximum speed allowed in normal conditions at the movement area is 30 km per hour. In low visibility conditions, 15 km per hour. Around the security area, 10 km per hour. And inside the security area, 5 km per hour. Priority on platform traffic. This is the priority for vehicle circulation. First, aircraft. Second, pedestrians. And third, vehicles. Platform inspectors are responsible to verify the compliance with the rules and the order on the platform. Incidents and accidents report. Platform inspector must be notified about all kinds of emergencies such as fuel and oil spillage, any aircraft damage, personal injuries, damages to buildings, lights, or facilities, vehicle accident, any object found inside an aircraft, or any doubt or concern. Sanctions. The following behaviors will be penalized: excessive speed, driving without an airport license, circulating outside the vehicular roadways, causing damage to aircraft, persons, vehicles, or the airport infrastructure. It is important to take into account that current rules have some aeronautical regulations containing other actions, RAC 7, and the behaviors included on each airport's operation plan. Vehicles category based on RAC 14. Group 1 refers to airport and authorities vehicles such as Airport Fire Service SEI, Platform Inspectors, Search and Rescue Service SAR, Aeronautical Technical Control, Military Forces, National Police and Customs. Group 2 refers to aircraft support team, aircraft driving tractors, loading and unloading equipment, baggage, airmail, and loader tractors, aircraft maintenance service, fuel provisioning, onboard service provisioning, embarking and disembarking buses. Group number 3. This group has temporary access to restricted areas: customs, freight transport, merchandise transport, transport of valuables, maintenance, dump trucks and bulldozers, civil aviation security control for vehicles' access to restricted areas. To avoid all kind of illicit intervention, every vehicle without any exception must be inspected. Every time it crosses the vehicle access control station, it must be inspected. Additionally, every person must present the airport identity card, the license, and vehicle permission. With your commitment and self-care, we aim to reduce risks and decrease accidents or incidents that we may regret. Thank you for your proactivity and support in this win-win security management.